Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm excited to introduce our presentation on a very important topic, PLM Global Markets Scam Exposed, Trapping Users on Palma Street platform. In this session, we'll uncover how this scam operates, what users are experiencing, and what you need to know to stay safe. We'll briefly go over the key issues, including the unsettling fact that you can deposit funds but are unable to withdraw them. So, let's dive in and shed some light on this concerning situation. Let's take a moment to look at Palma Street, which is part of PLM Global Markets. If you're interested in learning more about their offerings or connecting directly, they have a dedicated webpage at PLM Global Markets.com. I encourage you to visit that link for detailed information. For direct contact, you can reach out to Sachet at +9715850-77981 or Sujith at +9715858864887. These contacts are valuable if you want personalized assistance or have specific questions. Throughout our presentation, we've been emphasizing the importance of establishing reliable partnerships and sources. Palma Street serves as a key example of a trusted connection in the market. Their presence and contact details remind us of the importance of accessible communication channels in building successful business relationships. Let's walk through the sequence of events here. First, there were deposit amounts of $2,000 deposited on April 21st and 23rd of 2025. Then, on May 9th, there was a withdrawal of $1,000. After these transactions, the remaining balance was slightly over $4,000, but it was being held or withheld. Now, here's the issue. The broker contacted us and said they would only approve a withdrawal of $1,000, threatening to withhold the rest of the balance, which is a bit over $3,000, despite our repeated requests for the full amount to be released. Ultimately, they went a step further and blocked access entirely. This series of events highlights some serious concerns about the handling of funds and the communication from the broker, which ties into our larger discussion about transparency and investor protection. Let's take a moment to look at my account details. This section is crucial because it contains all your personal information and settings. Here, you can update your contact information, such as your email address and phone number, ensuring you stay connected. You'll also find options to change your password, which helps keep your account secure. Remember, maintaining accurate details is key to a smooth experience and quick support if needed. This part of your account essentially acts as your control center, allowing you to customize and manage your profile according to your preferences. Keeping these details up to date aligns with our overall goal of providing a seamless and secure user experience. So, in this slide, we're focusing on cases where a transfer has not been approved. This can happen for a variety of reasons, often related to compliance issues, incomplete documentation, or failure to meet the necessary criteria. When a transfer isn't approved, it's important to understand the key points behind these decisions. First, the approval process is designed to ensure that all standards and regulations are met, protecting both the organization and the individuals involved. If these standards aren't met, the transfer request is simply not approved. Second, it's crucial to communicate clearly why a transfer was not approved. This helps manage expectations and guides the next steps, whether it's addressing the issues that caused the denial or providing alternative solutions. Finally, understanding these reasons connects to our overall goal of maintaining integrity and transparency in our processes. When we know why a transfer isn't approved, we can work more effectively towards compliance and eventual approval in future requests. Let's take a closer look at Palma Street, also known as PLM Global Markets. They claim to be a regulated Forex broker, which might sound reassuring at first. However, it's important to note that they do not hold valid licenses with major regulatory bodies like the DFSA, SCA, or the Central Bank of the UAE. This is a significant red flag because regulation helps ensure a certain level of oversight and consumer protection. Palma Street is registered offshore in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a jurisdiction known for its lenient regulations when it comes to financial services. Operating outside of the UAE jurisdiction, they are classified as high risk. This means there's a greater chance of encountering issues, such as lack of transparency or potential difficulties in seeking legal recourse if something goes wrong. Overall, this highlights the importance of verifying a broker's licensing and regulation status before engaging with them, especially in the high-stakes world of Forex trading. Let's take a closer look at some red flags of a scam broker. When you're evaluating a broker, it's crucial to be aware of warning signs that could indicate they're not trustworthy. These red flags can help you avoid falling into a scam. For example, if a broker guarantees profits with no risk, that's a major warning sign. No legitimate investment is risk-free, so be cautious of anyone making such promises. Another red flag is lack of transparency. If a broker doesn't clearly explain their fees, licensing, or how they operate, that's suspicious. Trustworthy brokers are transparent and willing to provide all necessary information. Also, watch out for pressure tactics. If you're being pushed to make quick decisions or deposit funds immediately, it's often a tactic to prevent you from thinking things through. Take your time and do your research. Additionally, check whether the broker is regulated by a recognized authority. Regulation provides some level of protection and accountability. If they are not regulated or their licensing status is unclear, that's a big red flag. Remember, recognizing these warning signs early can save you from financial loss and stress. Staying vigilant and doing due diligence is key to protecting yourself in the investing world. Let's take a closer look at the victim experience timeline. This timeline is crucial because it maps out the key moments that a victim might go through during an incident. It helps us understand the sequence of events, from the initial experience to the aftermath. By breaking it down, we can better identify where support is needed most and how interventions can be timed effectively. Remember, this timeline not only highlights the emotional and psychological impact, but also the critical points where victims might need the most assistance. Connecting these points to the overall theme, it emphasizes the importance of timely response and comprehensive support systems for victims. Understanding this timeline is essential for anyone working in prevention, intervention, or recovery efforts. Now, let's take a closer look at some common scam tactics that are often used by fraudsters. These tactics are designed to deceive and manipulate, so it's important to be familiar with them. One of the most frequent methods is phishing, where scammers send emails or messages that look legitimate but are actually meant to steal your personal information. They often create a sense of urgency, like claiming there's a problem with your account that needs immediate attention. Another tactic is impersonation, where scammers pretend to be someone you trust, such as a bank representative or a government official. They might call or email you, asking for sensitive details. Then, there's also fake websites or fake apps that mimic real ones to trick you into revealing your login details or making payments. Scammers can also use emotional manipulation, like playing on your fears or your desire to help someone in trouble. This is why it's crucial to stay alert and cautious about unsolicited contacts or offers that seem too good to be true. Recognizing these tactics helps us stay one step ahead and protects our personal and financial information. Remember, awareness is our best defense against these common scams. Let's talk about how to protect yourself. First, it's crucial to stay vigilant and aware of potential threats. Always be cautious when sharing personal information online or in person. Use strong, unique passwords for your accounts and update them regularly. Enable two-factor authentication whenever possible to add an extra layer of security. Be cautious of suspicious emails or messages. Never click on links or download attachments from unknown sources. It's also important to keep your devices and software up to date, as updates often include important security patches. Lastly, trust your instincts. If something feels off, take steps to verify and protect yourself. Remember, staying proactive is the best way to safeguard your personal and professional information in today's digital world. Let's talk about reporting channels. These are the pathways through which information about issues, concerns, or incidents is communicated within an organization. Having clear and accessible reporting channels is crucial because it ensures that everyone knows how to raise concerns safely and effectively. The key points here are that reporting channels should be easy to use, confidential if needed, and trustworthy. When people feel confident that their reports will be taken seriously and handled properly, it encourages a culture of transparency and accountability. Connecting this to our overall theme, effective reporting channels empower employees to speak up without fear, which ultimately helps us maintain a strong, ethical, and compliant organization. Remember, the way we handle reports can significantly influence our workplace culture and our ability to address issues proactively. Thank you for joining me today. Now, as we reach the final slide, I want to emphasize the importance of the call to action. This is where we translate our insights into tangible steps. Remember, the key points we've discussed highlight how crucial it is to apply these strategies proactively. I encourage you to take what you've learned and implement it in your own work or projects. Connecting these ideas to the overall theme, it's clear that action drives progress and change. So I urge you to stay motivated, take those next steps, and make a meaningful impact. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to seeing how you put these concepts into practice.